Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into naive Bayes classification, a very popular algorithm for text classification. So, especially for tasks like spam detection. So, we will not only understand the concept but also implement it step by step using Python. And don't worry, I have already written the code in my Jupyter notebook, so I will explain it to you line by line. So, let's get started. So, what is naive Bayes? It is a machine learning algorithm based on Bayes' theorem. The word naive comes from the assumption that all features are independent of each other. While this may not always be true in the real world, naive Bayes works surprisingly well for many classification problems. So, the formula for Bayes' theorem is PA of B equals to B of A dot PA divided by PB. Here PA of B is the probability of class A given that we have observed B. We will use this logic in our code to classify whether an email belongs to one category or another. In our case, we are going to classify text from two categories, rec.autos and sky.space. So let's move to the code now. Step 1, importing libraries. In the first case, we have import all the necessary libraries. Let me show you. So this is the library code that I have written. Here we are using scikit-learn, which is one of the most popular libraries for machine learning in Python. We will use these modules to fetch data and process it and train the naive Bayes model and evaluate its performance. The next step is we load the dataset. Here we are fetching the 20 news group dataset, which is collection of text data grouped into different categories. We have chosen only two categories, rec.autos and sky.space, to keep this example simple. Next, we process the data. Here we are. Now before we can train the model, we need to process the text data. This involves converting text into numerical features. So let's do it using count vectorizer and TF-IDF transformer. So here is the code, and what is happening here, count vectorizer converts the text into a bag of words model where each word's occurrence is counted. Then TF-IDF transformer scales these words counts to give importance to less frequent words. Now our data is ready for modeling. Next, we split our data into training and testing sets using train test split. We are using 70% of the data for training and 30% for testing. The random state ensures that we get consistent results every time we run the code. So here we are using random state. So here why we are using random state. Now comes the most important part, training the model. Let's use multinomial NB, that is naive Bayes, which is a naive Bayes implementation suited for text data. So this line trains the model on the training data. It learns the probability for each word in the dataset and how they relate to the categories. Now, once the model is trained, we can use it to make predictions on the test data. So this gives us the predicted categories for the test data. Finally, let's evaluate the model using accuracy score and classification report. The accuracy score tells us how many predictions were correct, while the classification report gives more details like precision, recall, and F1 score for each category. And that's how you implement naive Bayes classification for text data in Python. So we covered everything from loading the data to training and evaluating the model. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more machine learning tutorials like this. Also let me know in the comments if you want me to cover other topics. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.